But it's just...
Soulja Boy is making consoles. Plural.
That's happening.
Hot take!
Famous musician Soulja Boy is releasing 2 video game systems.
Out of the way, Nintendo, PlayStation, take a hike, Xbox, X-Boo.
That's right, because these ones are made with the love and care of Soulja Boy himself. We'll get into that in a sec. But these systems aren't just being developed, they're available right now to be purchased from his website, SouljaWatch.com.
SouljaWatch.com, the fantastic website that carries other Soulja merchandise like the Soulja Pods, which are the in-ear headphones, the Soulja headphones proper, over-ear headphones, the Soulja Pad, an iPad-like device, Soulja Phone, and of course Soulja Watches.
Yeah. These are all devices that he sells, but we're not going to be talking about them because this is a video game show. Now, there are 2 devices, like we said. The first one is a home console. Let's talk about that one first.
What do you think it's called, Shane?
Soulja Video Game Console?
Close. It's the Soulja Game Console.
Sure. Okay, why not? Now, this is a knockoff Xbox One system that is being developed by...
It's not being developed.
Sorry,
it's developed.
It's developed. You can buy it right now. It is a knockoff system.
Yes.
We have seen these consoles before in the past, as you well know. If you've ever seen our show, Rerez, we've covered a lot of these really broken systems and clone systems.
It's why we cry at night.
Yes. Now, the controller that's included with this is one I've actually used before. This controller is so bad that parts of it actually fall off when you use it. Not even a joke.
Yeah.
We haven't even... There are times, folks, when we get systems sent in that we can't even cover because they're so broken. And this happens to be one of the times that I can identify that controller. There's a little plastic piece at the top. It looks like a shield or something like that. That just pops off. When it's in the box not moving, I swear this happens.
Yeah, we have to say as well, the game console itself looks like an Xbox One. The controllers look like PS3 or PS4 controllers.
That's correct. They don't have rumble in them. They're incredibly light. They're very crunchy when you hold them. I don't even know. I've never used crunchy to describe a controller, but with this one, it's very specific. The console itself, I've never used that exact model, but if the internals are similar to other systems, it's going to be very light. It's not going to perform very well, but we can't tell you enough about that one because whatever. That one exists. It's there.
Yeah. We don't have that console per se.
No, we don't.
We do have the other console, the handheld that Soulja Boy is selling on his website.
What's he calling it?
Good question. It is the the Soulja Game Console was the Xbox One. This is the Soulja Game handheld.
Yes. Now, we actually did a review on that exact same system, and it's just called the Retro Game.
Yes.
If you go onto their website, you can actually see on the back they show off the Retro Game logo, and that means that this is the exact same thing. The only difference between the version we have and the version he has, or he's selling...
branding. Branding, and the case itself
is
a white
not, shell.
Yeah, it's a white shell. It's not see-through. I like the see-through shell.
Yes. Now, I personally think the see-through shell is great.
The only redeeming quality, they took it away.
Yes. Let me tell you about this. This system that he's selling is garbage. It is a knockoff clone system. It is a scam, but it's hilarious because this is a clone system of a previously created emulation system. It is a knockoff system, and the internals are really bad. The software is really bad. The thing is, what he's selling could be a little different, but we do know one thing for certain, and that is on the website, they state that they have 3,000 games pre-installed.
Oh, that's right. 3,000 games, and it's pretty incredible because they were able to license several, I'm sure several very high standard IP, some high quality stuff here. Neo Geo.
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe, Neo Geo games might be an easy get.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. CP1.
Sure.
CP1's
that's Capcom board. That's
Capcom's arcade board.
Yeah.
That might be an easier get.
Sure, people do that.
Game Boy Advance.
Not gonna happen.
Game Boy Color.
Never gonna happen.
Famicom.
Nope.
Mega Drive.
Okay, I'll give you Mega Drive. Okay, but see, this is the thing. Nintendo would never license out their games to anybody, especially
Nintendo is fine with it. They've never... legality is no issue. We have never heard of Nintendo forming any sort of lawsuit with anyone that's used any of their imagery or... Wait a sec.
No, that's
we
a couple of
literally
episodes
just
ago.
spoke
Yeah,
about this.
yeah,
There was a lawsuit that Nintendo won because of people running emulation sites. This is an emulation box.
Yes. Now, what you're probably saying right now is, hey, these systems have been sold before. You've covered them on the show. Why is it such a big deal that Soulja Boy's selling them? Well, here's the problem.
All right.
Now, Neo Geo games. Let's just make this very clear. We don't know the list of games that are available on this system, but if it's 3,000, you gotta assume that a couple of them are actual licensed games that they don't have the rights for. Neo Geo is very specific because Neo Geo, we don't really have a lot of homebrew Neo Geo games. So even if they have 10 Neo Geo games, likely 9 of them are going to be ripped off from Neo Geo themselves.
Yeah, same thing
SNK.
Same thing with CP1. CP1 games, you don't see that many modded or modified games. A Mega Drive, you see a lot of stuff that is the hacks and
well,
whatnot.
we see at games Mega Drive stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and
so
it's
not like it's not like these things can't be licensed.
Right,
They can.
they can. Famicom stuff, we personally have seen a lot of stuff that has been like knockoff games on the Famicom and stuff. But 3,000 games, Game Boy Advance, you don't see knockoff stuff too much.
You rarely ever do. I mean, like,
there's no way all of these are like IP that are. I mean, they're all IP. They're all intellectual properties that legally are bound to different companies. There's no way that they're not.
even if they're knockoff even if they're knockoff games.
I mean, we have the console.
I know.
And they are on the console, Shane.
Even if let's just say 2,000 of them are knockoff reproduction clones that are just created by some small company somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if 2,000 of them are, 1,000 of them may not be. 500 of them might not be. The cost of licensing every individual one of those games and putting it on a system at even 200 would make the cost of the system cost way more than what they're actually charging. So, with all that in mind, why is this a big deal? Because this is illegal. This is crazy illegal. You cannot sell these systems in North America. There are ways around it.
Okay,
though.
so here's the thing. The company is from China, right? And we see Chinese knockoffs all the time. We've covered them several times.
That's true.
The companies that developed the system is called Bernick, okay? And they sell their merchandise through a website you may have heard of. It's a Chinese website called AliExpress.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, when things are ordered through AliExpress, the legality situation is a little muddied. Except here, we have a direct connection to North America, someone that will very much be profiting.
Yes. Now, these systems can be sold in China and even shipped out from China, and there are issues with that as well. But in China, there's like, its copyrights are different over there.
Yeah.
The licensing and ownership of software is a very different world.
Yeah.
So in North America, we have rules. In Europe, we've got rules. In Australia, they've got rules. Everywhere else has rules about this. It just seems to be not the same thing in China. So when you sell these systems, it's always somebody that's owned the console in China that is producing it or owning the rights to it or whatever it is and shipping it out there. So they don't care what games they put on there. Traditionally, if you buy these emulation systems, no matter where they are, if you're getting them in North America from a North American seller, they don't include the games on them because that's illegal. Soulja Boy doesn't know that. I don't think he knows that because both systems seem to have a bunch of games on there. And here's the problem. If you are in North America and you are selling these and profiting from these, even if it's being sold from China, you are a direct link to the illegal distribution of software.
We know he's profiting off of these because if you go on to the website Bernick, they are selling these products. Like we said, they've been out for a while now. So Soulja Boy is selling the one that we have here. He's selling it for $199.99. Okay, $200.
Okay.
So. Do you know how much they're selling it for on the website, Bernick?
Well, clearly it has to be the same amount of money.
No, $72.99.
Oh.
There's a bit of a markup. So someone's making profits.
So he's marking up
an
illegal scam system.
Yeah, by about $120.
Is his name on the system? Like, did he write his name on it?
I haven't checked the white shell. That's a good question. It is being labeled the Soulja Boy handheld.
I mean, how bad would it be?
I mean, that would mean that there was some effort placed into
you know what would be hilarious if he actually is like signing his name on them or something, because that literally means you autographed your name on the illegal product, making it really easy for the police. Like,
sir,
I mean, it's
sir, is this your signature?
I'm right.
No.
No, I didn't. That's not me. I didn't. I have no idea how Soulja Boy sounds.
I swear, this is a terrible, awful idea, and I can't believe anyone the Soulja Boy organization as a whole, he must have a lawyer somewhere that was like, no, stop.
Well, Shane, the press conference for this, for both the handheld and the home console.
The press conference.
Oh no! The press conference was Soulja Boy. He was streaming on Twitch, I believe, and he was like, "This was in November." He's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm making game consoles."
You're not. You're taking game consoles from someone else. You're putting your name on it. And you're giving you're giving folks that own these rights a way to sue you. Like there's no way around this. If you sell one of these systems at 3,000 games, if you don't own the rights to all those 3,000 games, that's 3,000 instances that someone can take you to court. Do you not understand? If anyone out there is a fan of Soulja Boy, send him this video, send him this podcast, somehow let him know.
Let Soulja Boy know.
Stop! It's insane.
Hashtag stop Soulja Boy.
Every dime you've ever met, just because that one company, that online company we're talking about.
Embernick.
No, not Embernick. I'm talking
AliExpress?
about... No,
there's so many online companies.
I'm talking
Soulja
about.
Watch?
I'm talking about the emulation group.
Oh,
that was giving me these things.
Love ROMs.
Okay, Love ROMs was giving these ROMs away for free.
Yeah.
Okay, they were making money off the advertisements, but the idea was they weren't making money off the sales itself. Whatever.
Right.
So they were giving the ROMs away for free.
Yeah.
They still were charged millions.
Yeah.
You are profiting off of the games.
Let's
think about that. That is.
I just want to remind you that part of that lawsuit was because they were using some imagery from Nintendo as well. And if you take some of the stuff that comes with the retro game console that Soulja Boy's going to be selling, if the paperwork inside is the same, which I'm assuming it will be because very little effort is being put into this, it has Nintendo's characters within the paperwork itself.
And if you think that it doesn't matter if the paperwork itself doesn't even include the images or the box doesn't have anything, because the box we have doesn't have any Nintendo images on the box, just think about this. Just think. The games themselves have visual imagery because then they themselves are software. Not only can they go after them for redistributing the games, but for legally using the brand names or the licenses.
Sure.
There's even the idea that they use the word Neo Geo on his website, and there's no trademark or anything. You didn't have the rights to use that. If you're stating outright that you have Neo Geo games on there that you didn't license, you are willfully acknowledging that you are distributing illegal software. You have no idea how bad this gets.
Profiting off of.
It's so bad. Like, okay. Folks, what do you think? Do you think there's any possible way that Soulja Boy could get out of this where he doesn't get in trouble?
Why do I feel like laughing and crying at the same time,
It's
Shane?
so bad. It's like no one would willingly do this unless they didn't know. Look, I have to assume what happened with Soulja Boy was like, I like video game systems. This looks really cool. I want to sell
video
this.
games. He's very passionate about video games.
Yes. We've seen him talk about Braid in the past. There's that. I have to imagine that's what's going on here. That he just wanted to have an emulation system. I don't believe he is aware that there are 3,000 games on the system. That I mean, maybe he is aware, but he doesn't realize.
He doesn't realize the legal situation. I think that's good.
I think that's good.
Soulja Boy, stop.
Folks,
Stop.
What do you think? Is there a chance this?
You're hurting yourself.
Do you think there's no way that there's nothing anyone can say? Just warn him. Send him this, please.